All right, now to this. A federal judge has yet to decide whether to accept the Justice Department's request to drop corruption charges against New York City Mayor Eric Adams. Now, the mayor was in court yesterday for the hearing, and he told the judge he did not commit a crime. But critics are calling this a quid pro quo deal between Adams and President Trump. CBS News Department of Justice correspondent Scott MacFarlane joins us now here in Studio 55 to talk about what happened in the courtroom yesterday. You were there, no cameras allowed, so you're really giving us the color and the atmosphere inside. What was the mayor's demeanor and what happened?
This is an off-Broadway cliffhanger. That's what this is. This federal courthouse in Manhattan had a drama yesterday, and they didn't resolve it before the show ended. The federal judge could decide today whether to allow the dismissal of Eric Adams' case, but the mayor was there, swore an oath, and denied these accusations, Errol, that there was some quid pro quo to get this case dropped, that he offered something to Trump for Trump to have his Justice Department drop the case. That's at the heart of this whole dispute. Did they offer something in return improperly? What's more, the Department of Justice acknowledged under questioning in the courtroom that they can, if they want to, bring this case back in the future. They're not going to drop it for good. That sort of Damocles over the mayor's head troubles an awful lot of people, that kind of leverage should not be given to the White House in any of these cases.
And it certainly gives the appearance that there is leverage over the mayor if he does or does not comply with what the White House wants. Judge Ho is presiding over this. Give us a sense about who he is and what his options are.
He's a new federal judge who was appointed in 2023 by then President Obama, has a background with the ACLU. He handled this case over the course of 90 minutes without pressing too hard on either side. He was feeling them both out and acknowledged this is unprecedented. This type of dispute has not come before the courts before. So he said he didn't want to shoot from the hip and rule immediately. But he also acknowledged, Errol, there's a time sensitivity to all of this because the mayor's up for re-election. This is a public corruption case. So we expect a ruling in a matter of days, not weeks.
All right, we'll watch that closely. And you cannot escape Washington completely. Scott, you try to escape up here to New York to cover this. We know Senate leaders on Capitol Hill are voting on whether to confirm Kash Patel as FBI director. Could this set a precedent for what the future justice system could look like under President Trump, considering what Patel has said about the FBI, about investigators as it relates to all sorts of things, including January 6th?
On any other day. What an enormous story. But mid-afternoon today, we expect the next director of the FBI to be confirmed, and he's a Trump loyalist. That is bonkers in the worlds of the FBI, where you're supposed to have independence from any political actor, including the White House. Kash Patel wrote a book in which he had a bit of an enemies list. He's pledged prosecutions of the media and political figures before he was a nominee to be the FBI director. He was questioned about that at confirmation hearings and said he will be an independent voice inside the FBI. Democrats say he is a stalking horse for Donald Trump inside an agency that needs to be independent. But that said, Errol, there's been no galvanized opposition from Republicans to this confirmation. It looks like a sure shot, with Kash Patel taking over the Bureau potentially in a matter of hours.
And we remember President Trump as a candidate all the way back in 2016, criticizing the FBI for the so-called Russia collusion case and so many others. We'll see how this unfolds. Scott, great to see you.
Likewise.
Thanks for coming up.